Good morning. Right, well, today the plan is to do the ceiling. Now, what I'm going to do is put a 3mm ply, some slats down it, and I'm going to carpet the ply as well with black carpet and LEDs in the slats. So I've already been down to Wicks, another 170 quid gone. I've got 3mm hardwood, some pine softwood here. That's 12 by 44mm. I'm going to stain all that. I've got some dark oak stain. So that's going to go there. And then I've got these little holders here to put in LED lights. So they'll go in between the slats like that. And then the LED lights will be in those. And then I'm going to attach all those to the ceiling with little poppers. I had these in my Volkswagen transporter van and they work very well. So basically through the ply and into the ceiling there like that, and they hold that really well. I might need to have a couple of little self-tapper screws through as well, but I don't know. I've already done some carpeting. I've carpeted around the parts. The roof is going to come up to, or the ceiling is going to come up to about there. So I've already carpeted these bits just to make it easier. There's going to be ply lining up to the edge up there, and then here as well I've carpeted up to there because the ply lining then will come up to there. So I'm going to have to do some careful measuring because I want the slats only the width of the max air fan. That's the plan, just having the width of the max air fan. I'll probably need probably 6 slats coming along here the full length of the van. They go along the full length of the van. Then the shower room is going to be here, so they'll be outside the shower room. I think I've sort of roughly marked on here in the ceiling more or less where the shower room is going to go, so I might have to, some of them might just come up as far as the shower room here and stuff there. But yeah, so a bit of measuring to do first. But first of all, what I'm going to do is get the ply out, put that up. I might have to scribe some edges, some corner bits around here to get a nice neat finish. Yeah, I'll do that first. Obviously cut out holes for the vents, and yeah, right, let's get cracking. By the way, if you're wondering what all this mess is, all these coming up, when I put the Celotex up there, I used sticky pins stuck to the ceiling down through the Celotex to hold it on there, but they don't hold, they just fall off the ceiling. And they stick to the ceiling, but the sticky stuff comes off the actual pins themselves, which is why I just put ply line up here just to stop all the Celotex ones from falling off. I don't know right now if I take these off if it's all just going to fall off or not. I hope not. I hope it'll give me enough time to get the new ceiling up. I'm going to have to sacrifice one of these slats to make some sort of trellis or something to help me hold the ply up to the ceiling. I'm doing this on my own, and trying to hold ply up to the ceiling on my own, I don't think is going to be possible. So yeah, so I'm going to have to get one of these and rig up some sort of trellis, stand, whatever you want to call it, to hold it up. Ta-da! Holy shit, that's not easy. Whew. Right, let's get it straight now. All right, now I think that's about as good as I'm going to get this edge. So I've got to be very exact here because I'm going to have 4 pieces all meeting up together, and if any of them are a few mil out, so I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces all meeting together. So I've got to be quite precise with all this, which precise isn't really in my nature, but I'm going to have to be. And now what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to mark the pillar there, and I'm going to use that as a reference because I need to cut out the hole here for the max air fan. So I'm going to use this as a reference to measure across to the fan. Happy days. Right, so I've been at this now nearly all day. I've got this last piece now to put up. Yeah, that's all I've got done. It's taken a long time. Let me show you. Turn the camera around. So it's taken a long time to cut all this out, and I had to work out exactly where the cuts are going to be, where the joins are going to be. And like I said, I'm going to have batons running across here. I sort of made up a little template there to see how many there'd be. Yeah, so just basically working all that out just takes a bit of time. So yeah, that last piece to go, and that's it. I did originally try to put in all these little jobbies in all of them, but I want to get it up here. I need to get these other ones in so I can measure the other pieces off them. So what I've done, I've just put self tappers through for the moment, which isn't ideal, but it just holds it up there temporarily when I get them up. And then once I've got them all up, and I know they're all correct size and all in there, I'll carpet them, then stick the batons on, blah de blah de blah, put the insulating back up, and yeah, and get holes drilled for all these little fasteners. Oh, come on, you bastard. There we go. Yes. It is the right way around. This way. My arms are ready to drop off from holding these up all day. Right. It's that one. So I'm just back from work. I've got an hour or two. So what I'm going to do is stain the slats. So that's what I've got. It's re-wax dark oak. I've seen someone else using this on another video. I don't bother trying different tones and different shades and so on. I saw this in another video, looked okay, and thought, yep, that'll do. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how thickly I should be putting this stuff out on. So there, this one here, so that's just one coat on that, and obviously these ones have got nothing on them yet. The one I saw online, they put 2 coats of this on, so I might just do them all, see how they look, and then possibly put another coat on. I've never treated wood with wax before. I wasn't really sure what to expect, which is why I'm doing this on the grass, because I thought it might be a little bit messy and get drips everywhere. I thought it wouldn't really matter too much in the grass. It's actually very easy to do and it dries very quickly. It's nice to work with this stuff. Although I've got a lot, I've still got another, I've got another 10 slats to do. And then if I give them a second coat, that's a lot of rubbing. But hopefully it'll be worth it in the end. So I've carpeted one of the ply panels, which is going to go up there. Then what I've done is with these little fasteners. So I put the fastener up, put a blob of paint on the end of it, then offered up the ply panel, and that's left the little marks there on the back. So I'll drill holes through there, and then hopefully they should match up with these holes here. Now I also want to put another fastener along the inside edge here, but these holes are slightly too small. So what I'm going to have to do is, I've already done this one, just drill these holes out ever so slightly, just so they can accept one of these fasteners. At the moment, like I said, they're just a bit too small. I've got my little vacuum cleaner coming at the same time here, because I don't want any of the loose shavings going around the inside of the van, so hopefully this will suck them all up. Right, so here's the situation. After an hour of faffing about with these little clips, I just don't think it's going to work. To put these little fasteners up, I need to be absolutely millimeter perfect. You can see I've done one section, and it's a couple of mil out, and that's just going to throw everything else out. And I've started doing this second one, and I just cannot get the holes marked accurately enough to get it done properly. It's as simple as that. It's like what I've done here, like when I put the holes through, I have to mark. What I was doing is putting a clip in, putting a dab of paint in it, getting the mark on the inside, drilling up through, and then and then putting the fasteners on. But like I said, unless it's literally millimeter perfect, it's not going to work. So I'm going to go back to plan A, which is using self-tapper screws. I'll put some self-tapping screws through, hold it up that way, and then just get a Sharpie pen just to mark the top of them. All right, so now I need to mark on this will be the ceiling. So I need to mark on this how far the slats are going to go. And underneath the slats, I'm going to paint it black. So I know the slats and the gaps are going to be 37 mil. So let's mark that out. Where's my mark on? There it is. And there it is there. Okay. So what I'm going to do here now is paint black stripes up along here. The stripes will be going in between the slats. 7 slats on this already, which I've already stained. 7 slats will go along here. In between them will be all black, and then on this side it's going to be carpeted to butt up against that slat. This wind isn't making it easy, but at least it's blowing all the fumes away. This tin of paint is almost finished now. Some of these batons are ever so slightly warped, which when I go to stick these up in the ceiling, they're it's not going to work too well, is it? So I'm just trying to work out. You see that one there is way off. It's miles out, so let's stick that one to one side. That one's very slightly. That one's off quite a bit as well. I need 7 of these. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a couple more there. Here's another section of the ceiling which I've already put the battens on. So as you can see, underneath here is painted black. Then the batten stuck down, and in between each batten I've got one of these 1 centimeter strips. Yeah, just to get it all in line. And then there's going to be these are going to be used for LED lights in them. So there's going to be 1 row of them along here and 1 row along that edge as well. And I've just put these weights down just to keep the glue down onto the board, to glue them down, and then hopefully I can flip it over and put some screws in from underneath to hold the battens in place, and then carpet down the other piece. But for now, these pieces I've got here now need to be cut out to put onto the back section of the ceiling. So these battens have all been glued down about an hour ago. But me being the impatient person I am, I want to get cracking on. So I'm going to put some screws through the bottom now and try and flip it over. Hopefully they'll stay where they are, and I can put more screws along. I'm using these little 12mm self tappers to go through. Right, so time to get this bit up in the ceiling now, which is going to be great fun. Let's tuck that outside of that for the moment. Now, it's quite handy being tall. Wouldn't want to be a short arse trying to do this. Right. So now it all needs to come forward a little bit, which will be fun. Fun. Needs to go across there. I nearly forgot to bring this cable through. This is going to be the cable for the LED lights. So what I'm going to do is just file a little channel. The LED lights are going to be on that strip, So I'm just going to file a little channel there. And they feed through there, I guess. Yeah, I've just got to be careful that I don't put a self-tapping screw through them. What would we do without self-tapping screws? They are the business. Right, need to put a bit more carpet in this bit now. This stretchy carpet is great stuff to work with. So I've got the nice straight edge to go up against the batons there. I'm just going to cut it into a rough shape first. For ages when I was doing this carpeting, I just had an old kitchen scissors and I was really struggling with it. Then decided to get myself a proper fabric scissors, and man, what a difference. Should have got one ages ago. So much easier to work with. Just putting some masking tape over this because I don't want to get loads of adhesive on these wooden slats. Before I put the carpet on, I'm just going to put a few more little screws into the bottom here, through into the slats, just to get them a bit more secure. Just going to mark up where the slats are first though. It's almost at the point where it's too windy to do this now. Glue is blowing everywhere, and the material just keeps blowing around as well. Right, let's get a clean piece of foil there, for example. For a horrible moment there, I thought I'd glued an offcut rather than the piece that I actually want, but no, we're okay. Phew. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Nice. Right, I'm just going to trim a bit more off the edge here because we don't need all that overlap. So let's just take some of this off. These little indents, I've left these on there so when they're up against this will be up against the side of the van, the side wall of the van, and the cross member will be going across there, but it narrows in at the top, so that's flexible, so that'll just contour to those little bits. Right, a bit more glue. There we are. Job's a good one. And another piece ready to go up on the ceiling. Here we go, last piece. Whoa. Right. Let's do this without breaking my back. So I'll just get up in a rough position to start with. Use the old noggin to keep it up there. Right. There we are. It's about cock on now. Excellent, Smithers. Right, screwdriver and self-toppers. So that's the ceiling all in there now. LED lights are going to start here, go along there, the other end, and then come up this way. I'll probably stop them here and then do another run in the opposite direction. So it's easy to, if I need to take down one of these ceiling panels again, I can do it, and the LED lights aren't going to be a continuous strip going across the two of them. The shower room is going to be going here, so I'll probably take off all this piece of carpet and replace it with vinyl, but it's easy just to put the carpet in for the moment. And then down here, I've just got to put in the cover for the Max Air fan, and there's a shade there as well to go over the Max Air fan as well, with an LED light in it as well. So just need to do that. And then that's the ceiling done. Another job ticked off the list. Right, well, thanks very much for watching this video. It's gone on a little bit, but I hope it was informative and helpful. Right, okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye for now.